Sup guys, so to the people out there who are after fat loss and are now wondering which diet to commit to, whether that be the keto diet, the paleo diet, the intermittent fasting diet, I really have to say right away that all these diets do have the potential, again, the potential to make you lose fat. And that's if and only if you reach a caloric deficit following these diets. What's a caloric deficit? A caloric deficit means that you are consuming less calories than your current maintenance calories. What are maintenance calories? Maintenance calories is basically the rough number of calories that your body needs to maintain its current body weight. But what are your current maintenance calories? So I'll be linking a lot of links in the description below to websites which offer free calculators for you to compute what your current maintenance calories are. So you'll be inputting your age, your activity level, your height, your weight, and other stuff like that. And once you do find out what your maintenance calories are, all you would have to do for you to reach a caloric deficit is to consume less than that. How do you make sure that you are consuming less calories than that? Well, honestly, the best way is to really count your calories for you to track your calories through a calorie counting app, something like MyFitnessPal, which is a very popular app right now. This is really a great way for you to make sure that every meal that you eat, you're able to track it to know how much calories you've eaten and how much more calories you need to eat for the rest of the day. But of course, not everyone has the time nor the patience to do this, and I personally don't like doing this as often because of course it does take a lot of time out of your day. But for the people out there who are really committed to reaching their goals, this is really going to be the best way for you, and I really commend you for that. But for the other people out there who don't necessarily have the same commitment level, nor they don't have the time and nor the patience to do so, this is when these fad diets come into play. So this is where keto, paleo, and intermittent fasting really work for a lot of people. Keto really helps in cutting out calories, especially in the Filipino setting wherein rice is a staple of every meal. If you're able to cut out carbs in general from your entire day, obviously you're going to be consuming less calories. So you'll be cutting out rice, bread, pasta, all of those. If you cut all of those out, then you're definitely consuming less calories. And another reason why this is actually very popular right now, since all you would have to do when it comes to your diet is just to make sure that you're not eating any carbs, and that's very easy to do. You don't have to prepare anything, you just have to literally avoid something and then you'll be perfectly fine. For the paleo diet, it does help you consume less calories because you'll only be limiting yourself to the food that you'd be able to prepare back in the Paleolithic period, right? So foods like donuts, like brownies, like chips, pizza, all of those good stuff which are very high in calories, if you are able to cut them out of your everyday diet, obviously you'll be cutting out a lot of calories, which will lead you to a caloric deficit, which will lead you into steady fat loss. For intermittent fasting, you're also able to cut out a lot of calories because you're only able to eat within a set window throughout your entire day. And sure, there's no real restriction, there's no real limit to how much one can eat during that window, but being realistic, if you only have 4 to 6 hours a day to eat food, you're probably not going to be able to eat the same amount of calories or the same amount of food that you would normally have in your regular 14 to 18 hour days. So of course, if you consume less food, you are going to consume less calories, and intermittent fasting would help you consume less calories because of course you are limited to what time you can eat. So to sum up this video, what I'm really trying to get across is that all these diets work. Even the diets that I did not mention in this video, all diets do have the potential to work as long as you do reach a caloric deficit. And now for you to pick which approach that you would rather pick, it's all up to personal preference, because for some people who really can't live without rice, then of course keto diet shouldn't be something that you should consider. If you really prefer eating frequently throughout your day, then don't consider intermittent fasting. Just for you, as you and your own individual, you really have to pick the option which you can commit to, because it's pointless no matter what you call your diet. It's pointless if you don't even commit to it. Again, at the end of the day, consistency is going to be your best friend when it comes to you reaching any of your fitness goals, whether it be fat loss, muscle gain, or what have you. It's all going to boil down to how consistent you are and to how consistent I upload videos. So yay! Video! Sorry, bye.